Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to see about AWS STS, how we are going to use AWS STS in accessing AWS SQS. You can use any AWS service, any other AWS services in place of AWS SQS. Now we are going to focus on AWS STS and how we are going to access, how we are going to use it in order to access AWS SQS. So let's jump into it. Yeah, for this, we need to make some setup ready in AWS Console. So let's go into AWS Console and see what are the things we would require for this. So I'm in AWS Console. First of all, we would need a user. So let me go into IAM. So I have everything set up and ready. So I'll be walking you through the things that are required in order to make this to run. So here I'm in the AWS console in the user screen. So I have one user created named John. So this user is having a policy added and it has a security credential created. Here we are going to use this security credential for accessing the STS. So let me explain the architecture of this. As you see in this diagram, the user John, which we just saw in the IAM console, he is not having direct access to AWS SQS. He is only having a policy which is having access to STS. So he's gonna call STS to get a temporary token, and then he's gonna use the token to access SQS. So this is the communication sequence we are going to see. So we are in the IAM console. As I told, I have a user named John, and he is having a policy which is this one. So let's explore this policy. Opening the policy in a new window. So if you go through this policy, so you can see, ignore this one. This is for KMS. We are not going to see about KMS now. So just use this one. This one, like he is having access to STS, allow access to all the STS actions. So via the resource which is a role, the role named STS AssumeRole. So this is the policy we have attached to the user. This policy we will have to create. So for creation of this policy, you can use this edit policy. Either you can use the visual editor, or if you are well know about the syntax very well, you can go with JSON and add the uh, extra statements, whichever you would require. And I went with the visual editor. That's the reason the SID came as visual editor 0 and 1. So I went with the visual editor. I just added KMS and STS. So the user is ready with the policy. So he is not going to access SQS directly. So we don't have any SQS policy added here, just the STS. So let's go and see. So let me show you the resource, the STS resources, the role SQS AssumeRole. Let's see what's there in the role. So let's go to the user same screen and open the role section. There you can see the available roles. Here you can see SQS AssumeRole. Let's go to it. And it is having the access to SQS. So not the user is having direct access. It is the role who is having the access to SQS. SQS full access I have added. So if you could see the JSON, so it's having all the SQS actions allowed. Okay, this is the role ARN we'll be using in the Java program, and it has a trust relationship. We have to add the trust relationship. So if you go to the trust relationship section, you can see this is the account I'm using. So this is my account ID only. So I have added that account in the trust relationship section. So the trust relationship section will look like this. So it will have the action STS AssumeRole, and the principal is this account. So it's having the allow policy. So the permission is SQS, and the trust relationship, you have to add it for the account. So while creating a new role, you will get to see all these things. So let me demonstrate how you can create a role, new role. That would be very helpful. So in case if you're wondering how to create all these things, it's an easy thing. So let me demonstrate that. Create role, just come to the role section and click on create role, and you want to create a role which is going to have STS Assume role for SQS. So you are not going to directly choose any service. You will have to go to the AWS account section. Here you have to give the account ID and just give the permission. So let me fetch the account ID 442302, 442302 and 24019, 24000. Okay, I given the account ID. Next, I'm going to add the permission. This is how I added. This is where I added SQS. So the permission SQS full access. I've chosen it, and I'm not going to give any tag. Next review and just name sample role. So just let me add hyphen in between sample role SQS. Okay, and create the role. So the same way I have created another role. If you see this one, will be having a permission to SQS and the trust relationship as that account. So this is how we can add any role. So for this purpose, we need a role with SQS access. So we are ready with the role. We have the user with the policy, and we have created a security credential for the user. So in IAM, we have all the required things. Now we will need a SQS queue in order to put message and read message, right? So let's go into the SQS console. Let me go to the SQS console. So here we are at the SQS console where we have the queue named John Wesley SDV. Um, so just I came here and created a queue with this name. So just everything is a default setting, so you don't have to worry. Just go by the prompts which you get when you click the create queue. Just I don't think you will need more explanation here. So that's all. We are all good to go in the AWS console. We have all the requirements available in AWS console. So then we will have to program it in order to create this structure that we have seen in the architecture, right? With the AWS configuration, I'm stopping the video here. So we'll continue the code in the next video. Thanks for watching.